Her neighbors were like super in her damn business. Like, I wonder who owns the house. I wonder who's taking care of this. Why is the man Evan over there visiting them? That's probably her boyfriend. She said her husband died. Hmm. It was probably that she was cheating on her husband with this man that's around now and she's too ashamed to tell us. Bitch, how about maybe it's none of your business who this man is and you just stay over there tending to your flowers and wondering why you can't pay your mortgage payments. Don't worry about. We can be friendly, bro. Don't ask me about who I'm sleeping with. If you see a car parked in my driveway at night, he helping me bring in my groceries, okay? And it's taking a long time. Don't ask me as my neighbor, like, so you and so and so married? No, but we be in here having conjugal visits every time you see that truck in my driveway. Good is dead, okay? Good is dead. The title alone is crazy. The book cover itself is what drew me in. I read it with Kindle Unlimited through the read and listen. This is by Susan Walter, okay? The book was 264 pages. It came out October 1st, 2021. I feel like y'all don't really rock with me because why didn't anybody put me on sooner? This book, now y'all know I'm not a 200 page book reader. Y'all know that's not me. So at first, this book did start off very slow, and it started off with many different perspectives. And it's not like there were too many characters. There were like, I say anywhere between 6 and 10 characters. So that's right at that point for me where I'm like, there's enough characters for me to be interested, but not too many where I'm going to forget who is who. All right. So the main character, Holly, she gets into a car accident with her husband, and that is really what the premises of the book is about. Is not only does she get into a car accident, they are hit and run by someone and they have no clue who it was. The daughter, Savannah, ends up going to the hospital to. By the time Savannah gets to the hospital, she knows that her father has passed away. Her mother, Holly, is like unconscious, can't really speak, can't. She's unconscious and things ain't looking good. Shorty is borderline about to miss. She's about to lose her leg damn near. It is bad. It's not looking good. So when a random man comes up to Savannah and his name is Evan, Savannah's a young teenage girl, but Savannah is not stupid in any way, shape, or form. She could tell he's a lawyer and he's like, I'm here to help you guys. And Savannah's like, we don't need your help. If you're a lawyer that's sitting here trying to pop up and try to get hired by following us, you're not, no, it's not going to happen. Evan is actually, he's definitely working in his own interest. He's definitely operating shady, but he's doing so because he's attempting to protect his client who really wants this all just to go away. His client is super rich. His client is very well known in Hollywood. His client needs this to go away as quickly as possible. Throughout the entire premise of the book, you are really thinking that Evan's client is the one who did it. You're thinking he's the one who did the hit and run. But then it becomes very clear the client had an appointment that day that he canceled on. So who did it, or how did he do it, or was he rushing to go do something? Like, it just was such a big ass who didn't. Now, with this book, there are moments where it's in present time, and then there's moments where it's flipping back to 3 months ago. Um, I think that's the one thing I didn't really like about the book because it was too back and forth. Like, one minute you've been reading three different people's like point of view, perspective, or whatever of an in present time, and then it just flips back to about 3 months ago. I don't like that. I don't like that style. I'd rather just read the book in chronological order. That is what I prefer when I'm reading it. At first, the book was too slow for me. And there was a moment where I was like, is it my impatience? Is it my need for something big to happen soon? Why am I so hell bent on potentially DNFing this book? And I came close about 2 different times. I am so glad I did not finish this book. It took me well over 3 weeks of listening to the audiobook to finally get through reading this book because I was reading other books in the meantime. I was going through some life changes myself. Um, so glad I did not stop reading this book because y'all, the last, I'd say 5 chapters damn near scorched my eyebrows off. I was not expecting this twist of events. When I say everybody in this book has secrets, everybody in this book has secrets that they're trying to hide. There were so many moments too where the daughter Savannah, she's so young and she's so innocent and she's trying to be strong for her mother Holly. Um, you really got to commend her because the girl is no nonsense. To be 16, 17 years old, Savannah's no nonsense. Now, Holly's new neighbors, when she moves into this new housing, cul-de-sac, I guess you'll call it, her neighbors are nosy as hell. Like, they're sitting here looking and they're like, I wonder what she does for work. How can she afford this house and this and that? And, maybe subconsciously we all do that. I'm the nosy neighbor. I know damn near everything that's happening on my street. Like, I know that my one neighbor is outside when it's nice out and he just sits out there at 7 in the morning. My other neighbor, I knew the day he got evicted. So, we're all nosy neighbors. And if you're not the nosy neighbor, then you probably don't work from home. I don't know. But point is, her neighbors were like super in her damn business. Like, I wonder who owns the house. I wonder who's taking care of this. Why is the man Evan over there visiting them? That's probably her boyfriend. She said her husband died. Hmm. It was probably that she was cheating on her husband with this man that's around now and she's too ashamed to tell us. Bitch, how about maybe it's none of your business who this man is and you just stay over there tending to your flowers and wondering why you can't pay your mortgage payments? Don't worry about. I hate a person. I hate a person that asks super personal questions out of their own curiosity. If I don't know you like that, bruh, don't come over here asking me about who I'm sleeping with and who I don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna get told off. Don't come over here with that shit. Do not come knocking on my door asking me about this and that under the guise of you're trying to be friends. I don't want to be friends with none of my neighbors. I don't want to be cool with any of my neighbors. I don't want to be cool with. Why would I want to be cool with y'all? Like, it it gets messy too fast. You go ahead and you befriend your neighbors and y'all have a fallout, bro, you still got to see their ass every single day. No, thank you. Like, especially if we don't got kids that play with each other. Is it the New Yorker in me that has me like this? Because now that I'm living in the South, I've noticed y'all friendly as hell when y'all want to be. I get you not. It is such a difference being a New Yorker now living in the South. I kid you not. Last week, I'm at home chilling hard. I get a knock at the door. I'm excited, thinking it's one of my books that then came on my T-shirts, or I'm thinking it's some business cards that I ordered. I open the door. It's my neighbor, and he's an older gentleman, and he's like, "Oh, I was just wondering if I could cut your grass. I'm bored." And at first, I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." Like, yeah, that's cool, because I have a feeling that he's probably retired, whatever. Um, Let me premise by saying my grass wasn't even that bad. Okay, it is only what March we in. It's only March, so my grass wasn't even out of control like that. So there was a part of me that definitely appreciated the gesture, and then there was another part of me that was like, okay, so this is what living in the South is like. And I even had a moment, we had a snowstorm back in January. I had tried to go out to Lowe's and tried to get a shovel and stuff to try and shovel like my next door neighbors like driveways and stuff because they are older. Like, they're at least in their 70s and stuff. I feel like at this point I'm like the youngest person on the block or whatever. So, I get that. I definitely get that. But bruh, Holly's neighbors were nosier than nosy. Like, we can be friendly, bruh. Don't ask me about who I'm sleeping with. If you see a car parked in my driveway at night, He helping me bring in my groceries, okay? And it's taking a long time. Don't ask me as my neighbor, like, so you and so and so married? No, but we be in here having conjugal visits every time you see that truck in my driveway. Don't ask me no shit like that. Don't ask me nothing like that. I don't like that. Don't ask me that. So I don't know. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Um, will it be my last time reading a book by this author? Probably not. The reason why I say probably, this book started off slow for me. Maybe not for everybody else. It started off slow for me. I like the first 3 pages. Somebody either got to die, somebody either got to be being intimate, someone has to lose their job. I want to see someone getting cheated on. Something has to smack me in my face in the first chapter for me to be like, oh, hell yeah, I'm invested. And that didn't really happen in this book. But like I said, I'm really glad I kept reading it. Super glad I kept reading it. In other news, my favorite X is free with Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Kobo. One day, someday, I'll put it with Apple Books. But I have not as of yet. So I don't know. I do have a book that I did recently put on all platforms across the board. It is called Deceive Me. I believe I'm dropping that book February 26th of 2025. That is my birthday. So I'm super excited to be releasing that book. It is a short story novella, so it's not going to be I'm not creating different worlds in that book. I'm not This is a short and sweet, take it or leave it. I hope you love it, but if you don't, leave a bad review either way. I hope that you guys enjoy it. So I look forward to seeing you in the next book review, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.